Hi, thank you for joining. We're gonna a new project today. So wait and see if people will be coming on. I hope. Hi, thank you for joining. I wanted to show you the finished trip around the world. I finished it over the weekend. Okay, front, back. So this is complete. Okay. Okay, I just have to wait for somebody to come on. Hi, welcome. Um, okay, what I want to do is we're going to start the Farm Girl Vintage book here. Okay. And I've got written down what materials and things that we're going to need. Okay. It's written down right here, but I'm going to read it. All right. Um, it's called a sampler quilt. And this is what it looks like. Okay. There's a total of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 48 blocks, but they're not that difficult to do. Okay. So, so first, what do we need? Well, we need the material, right? Any kind of material. So, I got this bundle right here of back quarters. Okay, there's 21. It looks like 21, 18 by 22 back quarters. That might not be enough, but I'm gonna, give it my best shot. Um, it's not really a farm girl type material, but it will work. Okay, this is a Riley Blake Designs, but it will work. Okay, and then you need, your matching thread, of course, and your rulers. Okay, now depending on, you can make these blocks in two different sizes. Okay, you can do the 6 inch with this one. It'll be about that big each block, so you figure 48 of these, 6 inches. Okay, and then you can do it in 12 inch. I'm not doing 12, I'm doing 6. But get how big this is, 12 inch. Okay. That's a big block. Can you imagine 48 of these? Wow, that'd be a big quilt. Okay. And then for whatever you're going to do it for, or whatever, your 6 by 24. Okay. So, or whatever other um, size you would like to use. Okay. And your sewing machine, make sure it has a new needle and it's all cleaned and ready to go. Your rotary cutter, use this one, whatever. I like the 45. And cutting mat, well, the cutting mat's over here. Your um, Here's one of mine, but I'll be using the bigger one. But here's the one that's 18 by 18. Okay. So, but I'm going to use the one that is actually 24 by 24. Not much bigger, but a little bit. Okay, so I gotta put this stuff back. All right, now scissors. I like these. I really love these scissors, but you can use any type that you want. You can use small, other sizes, or you can use bigger ones like this. Whatever you prefer. Okay, and your fabric marking pens or pencils. Okay, I have several of those. Let me see. That I can show you right here. Go in here, marking pens. Okay. And pencils. Okay. Here's one of the marking pens. This is one of my favorites. Okay, it has a really fine tip, and it's kind of goes away when you're ironing. Okay, and here's one called a micron. This one was called water erasing styla. Okay, and then this one is a micron. Figma Micron 05. The color tells you it's purple, and it's got a really, really fine top there. Okay. And I have several colors of these, not just purple. Or your markers, or your pencils, I'm sorry. Here's one. Gray erasable pencil. Actually has an eraser. Okay, and then here's a Singer, just a white marker pencil. Okay, whatever you want to use. Okay, marking tools. I have other ones. Your pens. You want to use these, which are, just your regular quilting pens, or the pearl head ones. Just like that, a little bit smaller. If you compare the two, see that these are a little bit smaller, but they do the trick. And here's the pearl. Okay. And your and two, if you feel more comfortable using a smaller rotary cutter, here's your 18. I do not have a 60. Those are too big for me. Okay, but 18. Okay, and then Wonder Clips. Whole bunch. Small and large and whatever size you need. Batting and backing, you know what that is. Binding and your borders. Iron and ironing board. Okay, which is pretty much a given. Okay, so those are your supplies. Okay, this is the book. Okay, Farm Girl. And it tells you it's like a little story about her. This is by Lori Holt, Bee in My Bonnet. Okay, tells a little story about her, and growing up on a farm. Okay, so about, let's get sewing, what to do. It gives you the things that you need to do. Okay, and we got that on the bottom. Okay, and if you look on the cover, she has her border here and her another like binding, uh not really a border, more like a small triangle squares, a triangle and a square. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, and then we have our first block. It's called apron strings block. Okay, there it is. Apron strings block. Trying to get it. Okay. Okay. So, what do we need? Okay, we need, depending on what size block we're going to make, okay? Remember that that's 6 or the 12-inch. Like I said, I'm doing the 6. So we need, for the 6-inch block, we need half square triangles, 2 and 3/7/8 squares for block A. Okay. And for block for block A, for the 12-inch, we need 2 6 and 7/8 squares. Okay. And then for half square triangle B, we need 2 and 3/7/8. And the same, 2 and 6/7/8. Okay. And then outer triangles, 4 and 2.5-inch squares, which would be, like off a jelly roll or whatever, but we're going to have to do it our way. And for the 12-inch, we need 4.5-inch squares. And then the inner triangles, which is D, would be 4 1.5-inch squares, and then 4 2.5-inch squares for the 12-inch. Okay, we're going to use 2 different scrappy fabrics and 4 different scrappy fabrics. Okay, so what they're telling you right here is, see how it says up here, A, B, C, and then D. Okay, and see how it's all really scrappy looking. So you can use whatever fabric you choose to use. It's okay. You don't really have to use the farm girl fabric. I mean, I'm not. So, okay. So what do they want you to do? We want to draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of fabric A squares with right side spacing layer of fabric A square with a fabric B square. Stitch 1/4 inch from each side of the drawn line. Cut apart on the marked line. Okay, that would be if you were doing half square triangles, is what they're telling you to do, and that's why you need your markers here. You really have to have them. Okay, and then draw a diagonal line on the. Oh, you make 4 of those. Half square triangle unit should measure 3.5 by 3.5, or 6.5 by 6.5, and you make 4 of them for the first part, A and B. Okay. Then they want you to draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of fabric, C, with the right side spacing layer a fabric C square on one corner of a half square triangle unit. Follow diagram for fabric placement. Stitch on the drawn line and trim 1/4 inch away from the seam. Okay, and then partial apron strings unit should measure 3.5 by 3.5 for your 6-inch. Hi, welcome. Or 6.5 by 6.5 for your 12-inch. And then make 4 of those total also. Okay. Hi, Jen. That's okay. I'm just kind of going over our first block. Have you looked at the first block? The apron strings? That's the one we're gonna do. Okay. And so they want us to make 4, but make different colors of that one. Okay. And then we're gonna draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of the fabric D squares with the right side spacing layer of fabric D square on the opposite corner of a partial apron strings unit. Follow diagrams for fabric placement. Stitch on the drawn line and trim a 1/4 inch away from the seam. Apron strings unit should measure for a 6-inch block 3.5 by 3.5, and for a 12-inch 6.5 by 6.5. So a lot of it's the same size, okay? And we're going to make 4 total on that, different colors also. Okay, then we're going to assemble the apron strings block. Should measure 6.5 by 6.5 and 12.5 by 12.5. And as you can see, with all the many different colors, okay? So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to read them again as we go along. Just wanted to show generally what we're doing here. Finish the trip around the world, Jen. It's right here. Front, back, binding and all that. Did that on the weekend. I wanted to get it done and over with. So that's done. Okay, now, some people, when they first open fabric, they like to iron it. Okay, I'm going to open mine just because I want to see what it looks like, which really has nothing to do with, ironing or whatever. Okay, I went through the supply list already, right here, that we're going to need for our blocks that we're making. This is called a sampler quilt. And I also, yeah, because, I mean, look at the difference of the size, Jen. Here's a 6, okay? And here's your 12. I mean, there's 48 blocks. So I'm thinking that the 12-inch ones are going to be a lot. It's going to make a big quilt, but whatever you want to make. I just want to do the 6. It's, a good size to work with. And but it's whatever you want. It's up to you. And I also brought out my 6 by 24 because we always need that. Hi, welcome. So, going to use that too. Okay. So, let me see. Okay, I'm going to use my rotary cutter here too. It says I have 21 18 by 22 in here. So let's see if that's true. Okay, I got these a long time ago. Should just open right up. And it's really pretty material. I really like it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 21. We can do the 6. Yeah, I know. It's just that the 12-inch is really huge, but it's okay if you want to do it, June. Either way. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open this. So that came off real easy, but not the. This is called Farmhouse Floral. Okay, Riley Blake. So, just seeing if I can open this without ripping off cutting the ribbon here because it's so pretty. Okay. See how pretty that ribbon is? You know, keep it for something else. Okay. So how big is a fat quarter? Okay. Fat quarters are a pretty good size when you open them up. This is a fat quarter. They're pretty good. 18 by 21, 18 by 22, around that area. Okay. Let's open them up. See. Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to be ironed because mine have all these squares in them. I don't know. Show you guys what I got here. Look at that one. That one's pretty, huh? Yeah. Okay. When they want to cooperate. Okay, and then we got, looks like really pretty roses on a vine, or, you know, you can have, those are on farms. Really pretty blue. I like this. This is really, really, really pretty. Of course, blue's my favorite color, so there you have it. Okay. Maybe I can get it to be as bright as my 9-patch block was, huh? I don't know. Hi, welcome. Okay, this is pretty. Different. Pretty flowers. Yeah. What do you think? I think that's very pretty. Okay. Okay, just a minute. I need to get a drink here. Oh, look at this one. It was very pretty. I'll have to get up a little bit closer so you guys can see. Go look at this one. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Okay, so okay, that one does not have the design on it at the end. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm turning them all wrong side so that I can just continue. Okay, this is not pretty. Different. Whichever way you want to hold it, you want to hold it like this. You know, it's up to you. But that's really pretty. I like it. This part right here will have to be cut off. But okay. More flowers. Very, very, very pretty flowers. Hi. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Okay, here's some. What do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? That'd be good for fussy cutting. You guys know what that is. Okay. And then some more pretty flowers. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Okay, that looks there. I'm not sure. These are like very pretty, but penny rose. Okay, it's called penny rose fabric. And that's really pretty. Okay, right here I know penny rose. Okay, and okay, this looks white, but it's not. It looks white. It's actually got some gold to it. I don't know. I can go up as close as I can get. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is some gold in there. Okay, this way. Okay, and then we have another one that's sort of like it. Tan or brown, not sure, but it's pretty much like the other one. Okay, like different little stripes going through it. So that's 4. Um, this is a really pretty yellow. I don't really have that much yellow material, and I really like it, but some yellow. It's very pretty. Okay, and 2, you don't have to go by the back quarters like I am. You can use material if you want to use up scraps or whatever you want to use up. You can use that up, and that would work also. This looks like bees, maybe some honeybees. There's a yellow. Okay, getting that pretty. Little honeybees flying around. Okay. The biggest decision you're going to have to make is what color you want to make what block out of. That's all. Or what colors you want to make your blocks out of. Here's some more flowers from the Penny Rose Farmhouse series. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Kind of like reminds me of my guinea pigs. Got 3 of them: Daisy, Lily, and Tulip. All the flowers. Okay, and then this one. That one's pretty, huh? I like this one. A little pink and red, green, yellow, all kinds of colors. Wow. I like it. Okay. Starting to get quite a stack going here. Okay. And then, like the yellow, there's some pink. Okay. And red. Or is that dark pink? I think it's dark pink. There you go. Goes like that. Okay. And there's no nothing that says what it is. So, oh, here it is. But it doesn't say. Just shows the one little piece there. So, Okay, then we have kind of like a antique looking pink and flowers and stuff. Um, I think it's pretty. Kind of reminds me of something out of the, I don't know, 1930s, maybe. Okay, and whoops, wrong way. Does that say? No, didn't say either. Okay, we're getting down to the last few. Pretty pink. Has some material like this, I think. Or I did. Okay, here's the pink. It's very pretty. Different shades. It's really pretty. Okay, so this way. And then this pink is like the white, but you can now see the lines that I was talking about. Up a little bit closer, you can see them. Okay. Each one of these are 18 by 21. Okay, here's some red. Always have to have red in the farm. Okay, this is penny rose. And it says it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. So you know your color, like right here, colors, and it's in here. And that's how you know what colors you want and all that. So okay. The red. And last one. Another striped. But this one is red. Kind of looks like I don't know, side of a barn or wood or okay. There you go. Go this way. Whichever way you want it to go. But you can see now, huh? The lines and everything, yeah. Okay. So that's the last one. So now we need to pick out 4 colors that we want to use. Okay. This is what it said. Let me see. 4 colors. Cube. 2, 2, and 4 and 4. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But some are used twice. So I guess you can go scrappy or do, because some of them are used twice in the block up there at the top. Okay. And it's telling you to pick out square A, half square triangle. All right. And 7, 8. So we're going to do, I'm going to do 2 and 2, but I have to iron my, a couple of these first because they are really, really wrinkly. And, okay, so let me plug in my iron. Okay. Everything I do is cotton. So I'm going to move the trip around the world out of the way. that was a lot of fun to get that done over the weekend. I really enjoyed it. Okay, and for it's saying 6, but because it's saying use 2 different scrappy fabrics for um, block A and B, and then 4 for C and D. So I don't know. See how it's got the asterisk mark right here? Okay, and the little next to the like that one, and then down here there's 2. Okay, and then it's telling you on the bottom the 1 use 2 and then use 4. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see here. I'm gonna. So they're saying 2 and 4, so that's 6. Okay, so my thing is, okay, what colors do I want to do first? I want to do, because I want it to be kind of bright, but I don't want to do 2 of the same colors. So let's do this one. Okay. And this one. I like this one. And this one. See, that's what I'm saying. This is going to be the hardest part right here, is figuring out what you want to use. Okay, so these 2. And I'm thinking I can go a couple without going the same color. Okay. Let's do the smaller of this one. No, it's a blue. Okay, we'll do this one. And a white one, but not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And 2 more. Yellow one. What's yellow? Bees. Yellow bees. Okay. And 5. And then 1 more. Let's see. I still have several different ones to choose from over here, but I think I'll go for the what do I want the last one? Red? No. Well, yeah, we can do red. Okay, let's do red. So let's move all these and do this one. Okay, so that's 6. I'm gonna fold these up and set them aside. Okay, because I'm not gonna need them right now. So let's just fold it up like so. I'll never get it back in the little baggy thing that it came in. So okay, I'm gonna set those aside right now. All right, so these are the 6 colors I chose to go on my first block. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, the yellow and the red. And the really pretty like dark pink and the really pretty white and various colors. Okay, and then the last 2 would be these 2, this one and that one. So I'm going to go ahead and iron these really good, real quick, and put them on the table here so they don't get all wrinkly again. Don't need this right now. These out of the way. And move my chair so you guys can see. Okay. All right, so you want to take your time on this, okay? Kind of smooth it out a little bit if you can, because I like using water, but sometimes you can just get it without using anything if your iron's hot enough. And honestly, I haven't seen my water bottle since we moved, so I don't even know where it's at. Okay. And you want to do front and back, okay? Because just to make sure that it's as wrinkle free as you can get it. Okay. Because you spend a lot of money on this, so you want to make sure that it's pretty, it's going to be pretty for you and do what you want it to do. And this is really good fabric. I can tell. Sometimes some cotton fabric is really thin. Well, this one's really good. Good. I keep hitting my curio cabinet. All right. So, first one's looking a little bit better, huh? What do you think? Yes. Okay. Like always, I'll end up using my best press on it. So, but I notice as I'm holding the iron down, it's actually taking all the top part of the wrinkles out of my top of my fabric here. And so kind of holding it here for a couple seconds to see if this one has a lot of colors. People that like to fussy cut, which is to take a ruler and you can see and cut out a piece of the rose here and sew it on another piece of the quilt that you're making. It's called fussy cut. I guess I'd have to show you guys, but yeah, this is a perfect material for that. You'd have to take the rows like right here and take the ruler so you can see through it and use a fussy cut on it. So, okay. Whoops. Knocked it crooked. Any large, well, small ones too, but mostly, I guess it would be depending on what you wanted to use it for. Okay. And who knows how long this was in tied up like that in its little package with the ribbon around it. But I'm seeing that the wrinkles are coming out relatively easy. That's good. Okay. Okay, this one's done. Okay. Okay, we got 3 more. And you're going to have extras, I think, so you can use it later on down the line on more of this quilt if you want on your blocks. Okay. So what I want to end up doing is today we're going to do 1 block to get started. And then on coming up, I want to do the, this one seems to be a little bit longer. Like 2 or 3 blocks, which is not hard to do, but because this one we're just, just getting started. So, like next week, have material and everything already ironed, and we just cut the blocks and sew them together. Okay, here's 4. 4th one. Okay. Five. I mean, it really is just coming out really nice. Like, and Lori Holt, she's really good at, really, really good at her designs and things that she does. If you guys aren't familiar with her, okay. It's a really pretty yellow. I like it. Some of the wrinkles are going to show more on the lighter fabric than on your darker, but Okay. Okay, so here's this one. Very pretty. Let's go this way, sorry. And the last one is red, my red one. Okay. Okay, and then smooth it out. Always make sure it's smoothed out, okay? And then the back. There's a lot of ironing and all that involved in quilting, so. We quilters knew that when we started. Okay, it looks like that's good. All right. So here's the last one, the red one. See up close. Okay, so now now that we've ironed our 6 that we're going to use, okay, we need to see, but it's not saying 2. Okay, we're going to cut it into squares. Okay, 2 and 3. 2, 3 and 7/8 inch squares for the 6-inch. Okay, for the 12-inch block, we're going to do 2, 6 and 7/8. Okay, so where is 7/8 on the ruler? Boy, I don't know. Maybe 1. Right around. We got 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4. I'm not exactly sure. This one's not showing like it should. This one's got a bunch. I have to look it up. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. That's in centimeters. Okay, what is 7/8? The red marks Okay, 7/8 is 3/4. Okay, it would be the line after. Yeah, 8.75. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Okay, make sure we have an accurate cut. I'm not used to doing that. So 8.75. So any 3/4. So right here. Okay, this line right there, because that's 3/4. Okay, because you got one here. Okay, see, one. Can't really see it. Okay, one right here. That's a quarter. And then your half is right here, which is bigger. And then your 3/4, your 7/8. Okay, so just another way of saying around that on a ruler. Okay, so they want us to do 2, 3 and 7/8 squares and 2 and 3/7/8 on each of the colors that we choose first. Okay, so it's the last line. Okay, the last line, the big one or the little one, June? Because I was saying it right here. Is it the big one or the little one? Either one is fine. All right. So now you want to pick your 2 colors you want to use for your A block and your 2 that you want to use for your B block. Okay. I'm going to choose yellow because I like the yellow. I think it's pretty. And the one below it. Okay, so I'm going to use yellow and this one. The little one? Okay. Okay. Thank you. We'll go that way. Okay, so I'm going to use these 2 colors here. Okay, this one and my yellow for my A. Okay, this is my A block. So we're going to cut that one first. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to line it up so that it's even. And any of these little, like that tells you the color and all that on it, you want to cut that off. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick before I even do anything else. My markers. Okay. Move some of the rulers out of the way here, huh? Okay. So I'm going to cut that off real quick so I have it even with my other one that I need. Or maybe I can do it if I do it without that edge. Kind of make this as even as you possibly can. So you can do 2 at a time or 1 at a time. I've done 1 at a time many times, so it's okay. But because you want to get an accurate cut. So I think I'm going to do 1, okay? And they want us to do what? 2, 2 and 7/8, right? So line it up this way. I'm going to turn you guys around. You can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I have it lined up right here. Okay. My 2 and a half, 2 and 7/8 would be the last line. again. So we're going to go on the last line, okay? At 2 and 7/8. I'm following the last line here, but I only need 2. So 2 by 2. So we need a 2 and 7/8 inch block. Here, it's not that big. Okay. 2. That's a very small block. Okay, so 2 and 7/8 is right. Okay, right. Oops, I just kicked it with my leg, darn it. Maybe I can get a smaller ruler. Let me see. This one's pretty big. I got smaller here. Here's a 4. Let's try it using a 4-inch, be easier. Okay, so 2 and 7/8. Again, I'm guessing would be the last line. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Okay, and your 2 is right here. So very small blocks. Okay, they're not big, so they're not going to be big because you're just doing a 6-inch block. So 2, which is right here. Okay. It didn't want to cooperate. Okay, 2. This way. Oh. It's more like a rectangle, it looks like. So, and a block. Okay, so here, your first block. Very small, because we're going to add a lot of blocks to it. So, okay, then I want 2. So I'm going to do another one. Going across. Okay. 2, 7/8 again. Okay. And again, I'm going next to it, so kind of in the same. Let's go down. Okay, 2 and 7/8. Yeah. Okay, got it. 2. It's a brand new blade in here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, 2, and then even that out, and just a second. Now, we have our 2 and 7/8. That's our first A block. Okay, B block, we need the same 2 and 2. Okay, so let me fold this one up a little bit and get it out of the way because we don't need it right now. Okay, so the second one is the same size. B2 and okay. And I'm gonna draw the yellow. Okay, that's my choice is the yellow. So okay, move the 2 I just did and put on the ironing board. Okay, now 2 and 7/8 yellow. It's gonna be a good trick because my ruler's yellow. Okay, make sure the top of your ruler is even and even going down. That's even with the top, okay? And pieces are even. Okay, we're gonna go 2. Because it's giving me a hard time, I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. I mean, it really is. Okay, cut. Line it up evenly and cut the bottom. Okay. I'll tell you one thing, I'm going to switch blades when I get done with this. It's ridiculous. And, okay. It's kind of small. Let me do that one again. Oh, it didn't go all the way down, that's why. All right, 2. Nope. It's okay, I'll get it. 2 right here. I can see it. Just didn't want to work for some reason. Okay, and then go straight across. Okay. Line it up nice and neat. Go across. Like that. Again, I mean, this is better if I sit down, probably. Okay. First one. Second one. And I don't know exactly how precise you have to be, but I guess I'm pretty, you know. Okay, 2. Again, forget. 2. That's what happens when you buy stuff off the internet, huh? This one's way big. Okay. Where's the 2? Right here. Okay. And cut. Okay. Okay, that's the two. So I've got these 4 blocks. Okay, I got these 2. Yeah, 2 by 2 by 3. Mine says 2 by 3. Oh, you're right. Okay, my bad. I had 2 on the brain. Okay, I got it. I got it, June. Sorry. Oh, it's okay. 2 by 3 and 7/8. Thought that, Okay, you're right. Okay, so let's go 2 by 3 and 7/8, huh? Okay, 2 by 3 and 7/8. Ooh, that makes for a bigger block, huh? Okay, I can fix it up here. Wonder why it's so big. Okay, 2 here. Okay, cut it here. Okay, by 3 and 7/8. Well, that makes a lot of sense now. Sorry. I had 2 on the brain. Okay, 1 and 3 and 7/8. Right here. Yeah. I guess it just. Okay. That one worked. Yay. Okay. And across. And it didn't work. Okay. All right. No wonder. Okay, now I got it. You cut all your blocks wrong. Oh, you did? Yeah. Thank you for that. Okay. 3 and 7/8. Okay. Here's 2. I'm glad you told me. I mean, it says it in the book, but I had 2 on the brain because I was 2 and whatever inches and all that stuff. All right, so that's done for this one. Okay, now put these over here, my scraps. Okay, now back to the white one. I have to do 2, 3 and 7/8. Okay, let's stand up. Right. So where's the 2? Okay, so this is going to be 2, 3 and 7/8 again. Right here, okay. And here. And that's part of block A. I'm going to do it again. 3/8. Okay. 2. And See, and sometimes too, that's when, if you have a hard time with your rotary cutter like I am, you would want to get some scissors or something to help you along, because you don't want your material looking tacky. And I'm going to cut this little piece off right here. Okay. I don't know where it went. Okay, so I have two. Of these 3 7/8. Okay, so this is block A and this is block B. Okay, now how do you know that you want to keep it organized? All right, that's a good question, huh? Okay, we're gonna get a little post-it note here, because I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing on what block, or I don't want to get them mixed up. Okay, we want to be safe until we're pros at this, which I don't think anybody's ever a pro. Okay, so let's. Okay, block A, 2, 3 7/8 inches. Okay, for block A. So we're going to put those two together, and especially the older we get, guys, the easier it is to forget what you're doing. A lot of okay, strings coming off of here that I don't want to. Oh, okay, fine. And take a pin, because you're gonna have several blocks going here. That's why, and this is the only reason why. You can take a pin and put it in there, so it shows block A, 2, 3 7/8. Okay, and you're gonna do the same with block B. It takes a couple seconds to write all this down, but you know what? You'll be glad you did. So you don't get lost on what you're doing. You will be glad you did. Okay? So, another pen. Okay. And block A and block B are now done. Okay? They look like that. Okay. Now, what's the next thing I want you to do? That's there. Scissors. Okay. Okay, next we're going to what do you guys want, huh? Let's see. Well, those are easy. Okay, we need to do, using 4 different, we're going to do 4 2.5 inch squares for the 6 inch, and for the 12 inch, we're going to do 4 4.5 inch squares. Okay. So, 2.5 inch squares. Okay. Okay, that would be 2.5, 1 2.5. That's your bigger one here in the right here in the middle. Okay. So you're gonna go 1 2.5 right here, which is also the same size as a jelly roll. You're confused. What? One? No, you need okay, we have, they're asking for 2, 3 and 7/8 block A. Okay. So here's your 2. Whoops, stuck on the pen. 2, 3 and 7/8 block A. And then they're asking for 2 more 3 and 7/8 block B. Okay. So I do not want you to be confused, Jim. Okay. So we need a total of 4 3 and 7/8. Okay. Does that make sense to you? See right here, it's saying up here, where is it? Right here. 2, 2, and 2, and then 3 and 7/8 of block A and B. You're 2 different material. Okay. No. I'll wait. Yes, okay. All right. I was gonna wait for you. Okay. Now we need 4. Okay, 4 2.5-inch blocks. Piece of cake. Okay. So okay, 1, 2.5, 2.5 inches. 2.5, not 3.5. Okay, so we're gonna go to the bigger one. No, what I'm gonna do, okay. I'm gonna cut, because this is where the ruler that we always use will come in handy. This one, okay. It's gonna cut 2.5 inches straight down. And since we already have the goal line tape here on the 2.5 inches, okay. So I'm just gonna go straight down. Be easier that way, I think. Because I have to do 4 of them, so. Okay, so make sure that your material is kind of smoothed out, you know, and put your ruler where the glow line tape is, okay? Because I'm just going to go straight down. It'll be easier. Okay, we're at 2.5 inches. All the way, yep. Okay. Now, hold your ruler in place. Wow. Okay, so we need 4, right? So then we're going to do, that might make 4, but it might be a little bit more. Let me see. Okay, let me fold it up a little bit. For sure. Get this out of the way. Okay. Now you can use your 2.5 inch because it'll be a lot easier for you. Okay. So we're going to take 2.5. Can you see what I'm doing over here? I can move it a little bit more. Okay. Oh, don't want to fall. Sorry if it shook. Okay, I'm going to go 2.5 inches. Okay. Which is on this ruler, it's a little, well, 2.5 is right here. Okay. Where you got the bigger, it's actually a 4-inch ruler. I have a 2.5 inch, but for you know. Okay. So I'm lining my strip that I just did up with my line here on the cutting mat. Okay, but I'm not using the cutting mat to cut. I'm just lining it up. So I know that I have an even line. And I'm going to cut 2.5 Okay. Oops. Make sure your ruler doesn't move while you're doing it. Hold it in place. Okay. 1. 2. They're asking for 4, right? Yeah. Okay, 4. Okay, I'm only going to do 1. Okay. Because they want different colors. So that's fine. That's 1. Just a lot easier to do it this way, I think, than doing it the other ways. So, okay, so I'm going to do another one, same way, because the strips are always good to have. Okay, so let's line it up like this. Okay, because you want your bad piece to end up over on the other side, actually. So, let me see. I'm not sure if I can do more than 1. Let me try. I'm not sure because you want it to be smooth and the same on all 4. There are people that can do this, so I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. It saves a lot of time. Look at that. Okay, it has to go like this. Okay, that piece is going to hang over. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. And now, line it up. And I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to shake them and see if I can't get them to fall into place here so it's so much easier. Okay, I see 1, 2, holding it. Okay. I've never actually done it like this before, but if you can get all of them to line up and you know that they're lining up, then it works. But if not, which this one is not at all, because some of the cuts are smaller than others and some are larger. That's why. Because you want to have a perfect cut, right? So I did it. Okay, so let's see if I can get my ruler and my rotary cutter to go down all those layers. Would save a lot of time. Okay, so we want 2.5 inches, which is right. Oops, I just knocked over my cookies. Right here, where the okay, 2.5 inches. Here we go. I'm going to have to push hard on my rotary cutter because we're going to want it to go through. So looks like okay, lining it up like it's supposed to be. There we go. 2.5 inches. Here we go. Moving, if you want to move as you're going up. Okay, because I don't know how. Okay. All right, hold on. Most of it I got. Right. Very few. Okay. Right here. And right here. All right, see? It can be done. All right. All right, so now what I want to do is just do 2.5 inches or square block or whatever off of here, okay? So let's take what I just did. All three of them I still have right here, okay? And I'm going to cut the 2.5 inch blocks. Okay. Okay, where's mine? Oh, here it is. So I'm going to line it up here. Okay. Where up on top. Okay, so again, you want to line it right here so it's even with your line on your cutting mat, you know. So even. And we're going to cut 2.5 inches. I'm sorry, over here. Again with the line. I had it going the wrong way. Okay. Okay, 2.5 inches is right in the middle. And I'm going to hold down my middle part right here and like that. And okay, so now I have my block C, right? Is that C? Yes, block C. All right, so let me, with my 4 2.5 inch cuts, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there. So I'm going to take my pad here and my pencil. I'm going to write block C. 4 2.5 inch. Okay, and I'm going to put it on my blocks, and I'm going to put a pin in it. Okay, telling me that that's block C. Okay, then so we have blocks A, B, and C. Now the good part about this is, since I've already cut everything, we need 4 1.5 inch squares. Okay, 4 1.5 inch squares for the 6 inch and 4 2.5 inch squares like we just did for the 12 inch. Okay, so that's okay. I got this right here. 1.5 inches is fine. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1.5 inch. Okay, here's your 1.5 inch. I have to do one more, the red. Okay, so 1.5 inches. It's definitely a lot smaller than your 2.5, but it's okay. 4 1.5 inches. Okay. All right. Now, unbelievable how some work and some don't. Okay. Okay. 4 block D for 1.5 inches. Okay. Oops, I think I did that the wrong way. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Okay, block D. Block D. 4, 1.5 inches. Okay, now put that on here, which is kind of tricky because it's so small. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining, Vicky. We're in the middle of making the blocks here. How are you doing? Okay. And so you have your block D. Okay, so we have block A at 2 and 3 set 2. Block A 2 squares at 3 7/8. That was a tongue twister. Hurting. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then we have block B at 2 of them at 3 7/8. Okay. And then block C, 4 at 2.5 inch blocks. And block D that we just did at 4 1.5 inch blocks. I forgot to write one. 4 1.5 inch blocks. Okay. So now we're ready to put these aside because we're not going to use them at the moment. We have all that we need for our first block. So, I mean, I could have gone different colors and all that, but it's okay. So, clear my mess here a little bit. So, what do they want us to do now? Now I think we're going to use our marking pens. I'm not sure. Okay. Draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of fabric A with right side spacing. Okay, so we need to take fabric A and draw a diagonal line on the wrong side. Okay, do that. Huh? Okay, here's block A on the wrong side. So you turn it over this way, okay? And what do I do with my scissors? Loose threads everywhere. Drive me crazy. Okay, so we want to draw a diagonal line. So going which way? I don't know. Let me see. With right size layer stitch. It looks like it's lengthwise. Okay, so this way we want to go. Okay, that's cool because this way is too big. They're showing lengthwise. So we want to go this way. Okay. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. We are making this apron block here. See it? Apron string block out of our Farm Girl Vintage. Okay, so this is the beginning of what we're doing. Okay. Oh, what kind? Oh, meds and food? Yeah. Know how that goes. I hope the medicine helps you. Okay, so I'm guessing we have to go long wise because short isn't going to do it. So I'm going to draw the line. Okay, so we need to get our fabric marker, okay? And we're going to take our ruler and, ooh, perfect. Because it seems like we're going to have to do both of them, so that's okay. So let's go longwise here, okay? On the diagonal from corner to corner, okay? It's diagonal corner to corner. So one and one more, okay? Corner to corner. Okay, so I'm basically using this one so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, see how it's corner to corner now and the diagonal? Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been pretty cold here in Washington too, I might add. Okay, then we're going to get A, and then with right side spacing, we're going to layer fabric A with fabric B. Okay, well, that should be pretty enough. Okay, so we're going to turn it this way, right sides facing each other. Okay, fabric A, and here's fabric B. So on the choice of right sides facing each other. Okay. Why is fabric B larger than fabric A? I don't know. Bizarre. Way larger. Okay, 3 7/8. 72. And this one is bigger than it should be. Okay, I need to cut this down a little bit. Let's see, we'll just do it like this. So we need to go 2 3/8, right? Okay, that part's fine, but it's a little bit bigger than it should be. I don't know why. So I'm just going to trim it off with this. Okay. Go. All right, so now right side, there we go. Okay, right sides facing each other. And it doesn't matter for the, the seam's fine. Okay, so that one's bigger than this one probably is too, huh? Okay, so let's go 2 on the bottom here. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Okay. Okay. That's trash. Okay, so what they want you to do is to put these right sides together. Okay, we don't really need to draw from diagonal to diagonal on this part. Okay, and I'm going to do right sides together here. It's going to be a very small when you get done. Okay, so we're right sides together. And if you want, you can put a pin in it, but you want the pin to go like in the middle here as you're going along, making sure that your blocks are together and looking very, very nice and straight with each other. Okay, even though they're really tiny, you still want them to be very straight with each other. Okay, and you can put your pin like right here. Wow. I don't know what the temperature here is right now. But it's been getting cold, like in the 20s at night. So, okay. So they want you to do, after you do that, stitch 1/4 inch from each side of the line that you drew. Okay. These are going to be small, I'm telling you. Okay, 1/4 inch. All right. Put that right there. Let me move you guys back over here so that you can see 1/4 inch. Okay, now I have to remove this because my 1/4 inch seam guide, because we are going 1/4 inch away from um, the stitch mark. So try to get it as close to the corner as you can. It's on both sides or just one side? Each side, okay. So I'm try to get it as close to the corner as I can without getting the actual line that I drew. Okay. All right, they want 1/4 inch is away from the line. It's right here, thereabouts. Okay. So is that 1/4 inch? I don't know. Let me find my tape measure and I will find out. It looks like it is, but it's hard to tell sometimes, you know. I got the big tape measure here, but it's not the one I want. Oh, here it is. 1/4 inch. We want to be pretty much what they're asking for, right? Okay, so let's go to this one. I can see what I'm doing. Okay, 2 inches and 1/4. Okay, my needle's here. Perfect. Okay, so we have to do it on both sides. So this is what we usually do if we have to, you know. Let's see mine. Okay, kind of keep your stitch line on the line that you drew. It'll help, okay, as you're moving it along, which this one doesn't want to move along. No, it got caught on that. Hold on. That's what I was afraid of. When you use small, you should just be able to take off and go. But that's not. It really got tangled in here. Okay, hold on. Ridiculous. My cool seam ripper. I don't know what happened, but I'll get it. It's all right. It'll end up in the seam itself, so you'll be okay. Just trying to get the thread pieces out that totally got caught in there. It's right here and here. So I can do it again. Okay. That's pretty simple. See? It all came out for me. Okay, let me cut some of this. Cut, cut, and cut, and cut, and cut. Okay, now Do that again, huh? See if it cooperates or not. It should. Now that. Okay, you want to make sure, again, I know this is repetitious and everything, but because I just messed up my needle and everything came apart. So we want to straighten it up, okay? And this is basically what you call a half square triangle, or triangle and a square, or, you know, things like that. Okay, so you want to straighten it up. Right sides together, okay? And, okay, try it again. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit further in and then come back and backspace if I can, okay? So let me see. I'm hoping. Okay, that way works. So, okay. I'm following. Okay, then you just pick it up and turn it and go back the other way. The same as you just did. So you want to make sure. Okay, and I'm going to pick it up and go and do this part that I didn't do again. Okay, so make sure that I got it. Okay. Nope, doesn't want to do it. Okay. I basically got it. All right, so 1/4 of an inch, both sides. Okay. And I'm going to do it again right here on this one. Hopefully this one will go better than the other one did. Okay. So again, I'm going to go like, start right here. I have my presser foot on the line in the middle because I know that that's 1/4 of an inch, okay? So, to help me. All right. That one went good. Okay. In the middle of the. Okay, turn it around. Do it again. In the middle of the line. Okay. Or as best as you can get it. Okay. In the middle. 1/4 of an inch. Okay. I don't know if I can do it here. It doesn't look like it's going to let me. But I just don't want to get caught in the, like the other one did. You know? Let me see. I can try. Get closer. There we go. Okay. All right. So here's the they wanted. Okay. Here's the other one. I'm going to cut off the pieces here of the thread. Okay. And here's the other one. 1/4 of an inch. Just like the one. Okay. So those two blocks are done for now. What else do they want? Should measure 3.5 by 3.5, and I think it does. Okay, now that we're done, it should measure 3.5 by 3.5. Do we cut along the diagonal line? Yes, we do. Okay, we have to cut the marked line. Okay, do that real quick. Okay. Providing it cooperates, you know. So what happens when you cut it? All right, it should be 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, so and like I said, it doesn't matter on the one side. This side's all messed up because of my issue. May have to do it again. I don't know. But for now, okay, we want cut the threads. Okay, there's one, and here's two. Put your ruler on the line that you drew, okay? So that is perfect with the line, all right? Because you want to cut it on that line. Or as close to that line as you can get. Okay, so when you take it apart, you have two triangles, okay? And just like this is what I'm doing here, huh? Okay, now open it up. And no, that's not gonna work. Okay. I don't know, they wanted us to go the square to square because this is not opening up to be a square like it should. Okay, we should be able to open it into a square. That's why they call a triangle and a square. And it's not. So I really thought this was gonna be easy. So I have to do the squares again. Alright. We're gonna call this part 1 because I'm tired. And I'm gonna go through and guess they wanted you to do it along the make it a square, which is really weird because I don't know how you can do it that way, but I'll figure it out, okay? We'll get it done. Seam ripper, seam ripper. Yeah, I know, huh? You're my best friend. Yeah. So yeah, this is a really cool tool. That seam ripper, and if you look at the other side, it's kind of expensive, but it's really cool. I've had it for a while. The stiletto, but fits perfectly like that. You got both on each side. I like it. Okay, I made square. Yeah, that's what I did. So I don't know why it didn't work, but it's okay. I'll do it again. We'll call this part 1, okay, and we'll do part 2 next week when we get together or whatever, and we'll work on the other. Okay, my plan is, yeah, I wanted it to be like this, the squares, but I don't know what happened. But we've been on here for 2 hours already, so that's a lot. So I'm gonna save all this. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna fix it, and get to where we're at right now, and then tomorrow or next week. Also, I want to work on the autumn star and hopefully the baby chick. Okay. These are pretty simple blocks. I mean, they're all simple. It's just a matter of getting. I want to go in order, and it doesn't mean that when we put the blocks together, or that we put the quilt together, that we have to go in order. Okay. It's just that I want to go in order so that I know what's going on. Okay. So for now, I can't believe it. I'm going to go ahead and finish doing this because I have to do it again. So, I have to, draw and all that. So, I'll do it all over again. So, the block A and block B, not the other two I did. That's why I said, I don't know why it didn't come out. 2 3/8 is what I get. So if I do 2 3, which is right here, you said, the last one. See, they look rectangle. That's what I did. So I don't know why. Either way you do it. You go 3 7/8. That's what I did. Okay. Now it's the square. Okay. I know what I did. All right. Well, live and learn, right? This is all a new process for all of us. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that all done so it's ready for next week. Okay. And so that all we have to do is just kind of like put the colors together and sew the blocks together. How does that sound? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Um, but my family's hungry. They're giving me the signs that they want to eat lunch because I'm here in the dining room and it has to be quiet. You can't eat and be quiet. Come on. Okay, so anyway, okay. I'm sorry, June. You know, live and learn, right? So, but the other ones are done correctly. So I'll get all that done, and then let's figure out what fabrics we want to use on the next block. Do you want to use the same ones, or what do you want to do on the next 2 blocks? A baby chicken's yellow, right? So we're gonna definitely have to do yellow. But the other one, you can whatever colors you want to do. So we have that, and have them ironed ahead of time. How's that sound? So that I can just get right into what we're doing. That's what. That's right. Okay, 1 cut. Okay. Okay, it sounds good. Sounds good to me, Jen. I want to thank you all for coming. This was a lot of fun, and once we get started, we'll just get into the rhythm and all that. It's just a matter of getting everything done and getting it all started and doing it the right way, which I didn't. So I had 2 on the brain, and it wasn't. It was 3. So they wanted 2, 3 7/8. Well, I had the 2, thinking it was 2 3/8. I did it backwards. So, or 2 7/8 or whatever it was. So anyway, I'll fix that, and we'll be ready for next week. Okay. And have your material that you want to use on the next 2 blocks ironed and ready to go, which will save us some time. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining, and I will see you guys next week. Okay. Be safe out there, whatever you're doing. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like it, and give me a thumbs up and share with your friends. The more the people that know about me, the better. I like it. And like I've said before, if you guys want to go over to my craft channel, which is on Tuesday mornings at 10, okay? I'm working on my, try to get this done too. My latch hook cat. Here's the front part of it, and here's the back part of it. Almost done with this, okay? And then we're also doing our needlepoint, which is the patient puppy. This is going to take some time because it's really hard to thread the needle. But if you guys want to go over and check it out, this is what we're working on. I plan on finishing this so that we can start something new. And as time goes on too, I'm still working on my Christmas tree cross stitch. It's long and involved. So those are cute. Thank you. Sounds good. I did it wrong too. Okay, yeah, you have a great day. You know, this is how we learn, right? Learning, quilting is a learning process, no matter how you want to look at it. So, all right, you guys have a great day, okay? And I'll see you next week. Bye.